How do I test a motorcycle ignition coil? If you are experiencing issues with your motorcycle, particularly if there is no spark, testing the ignition coil is a smart move. Let's walk through the steps to get this done effectively. First, you want to prepare for the test. Start by checking your motorcycle battery. Make sure it is fully charged because a weak battery can lead to inaccurate test results. Safety is key, so disconnect the negative terminal of the battery to avoid any accidental starts while you work. Next, you will need to locate the ignition coil. This component is typically found near the spark plugs or sometimes under the fuel tank. Once you find it, remove any protective covers and disconnect the coil from the wiring harness. Now, it is time to test the primary side of the coil. Grab your multimeter and set it to the ohm setting. A range of to 100 ohms will work for most coils. Place the multimeter leads across the primary wires, which are usually the smaller wires connected to the coil. You should see a resistance reading between 0.5 to 5 ohms. For many Japanese motorcycles, this reading is typically between 3 to 5 ohms. After that, switch your multimeter to a higher ohm range, usually around 20,000 ohms, to test the secondary side. Connect one lead to the coil's primary side and the other to the spark plug wire. The resistance here should be around 6,000 to 13,000 ohms. If your reading is significantly different from this range, it may indicate a problem with the secondary coil. While you are at it, perform a visual inspection of the coil. Look for any signs of wear, corrosion, or physical damage on the coil and its connections. If you can, conduct a spark test by grounding the spark plug wire to the engine block and kicking the bike over. A bright blue spark means the coil is in good shape. Interpreting your results is straightforward. If the resistance readings are outside the expected ranges, or if there is no spark, the coil may be faulty. It is a good idea to consult your motorcycle's service manual for specific resistance values and testing procedures tailored to your model. Testing the ignition coil is an essential part of diagnosing electrical issues in your motorcycle. By following these steps, you can determine if the coil is the source of your problems. If it turns out to be faulty, replacing it can help restore your motorcycle's performance and reliability.